Hello, this is Mike Anderson, Government Affairs Chair for NAMB, and I'm now Vice President of NAMB. Today is Tuesday, June 14th, 2011. As you can see by the heading of this video, this has to do with the qualified residential mortgage and the qualified mortgage, QRM and QM. This video, I'm directing this at lawmakers, real estate agents, real estate brokers, mortgage professionals, title people, appraisers, anyone in our industry. Guys, this is very, very serious. We don't want this to become a self-fulfilling prophecy where we're going to say, we told you so. But I'm going to share some really important information. But the main goal here is we did a call to action about, I don't know, a month ago on this to write your lawmakers. But the July recess is coming up. And mortgage professionals, it's time for us to step up. I'm particularly talking about mortgage loan originators and mortgage brokers especially. We all have relationships with good real estate brokers out there. We have relationships with all over town. This is the time you need to set up meetings with these real estate brokers and call a meeting together and get in and talk about the QRM and the QM, and then you're going to call your lawmakers, especially your senators, especially on the Democratic side. It's on both sides of the aisles, to be honest with you. And you want to try to set up a meeting when they're in district. And you go in there together. Don't be afraid to set up the meeting. They want to hear from you. But you go in there and you want to have a meeting and tell them you're bringing in some real estate brokers, real estate agents, appraisers, so forth, and go in there and have this meeting and let them know how important this subject is and how this is really going to hurt the recovery. Now, the National Association of Realtors and the Mortgage Bankers Association, their research team did a phenomenal job on putting together some research and some data. And I want to share some of that with you. They did a spectacular job. My hat's off to them. First of all, the GSEs, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, from 1997 to 2009, 80% of that business would have not fallen into QRM. 80%, okay? Secondly, down payment calculations for the medium household. For a 20% down payment, it would take the medium household an average of 10 plus years to save for a 20% down payment, probably an average of about 5 to 7 years for 10% down, and about 3 years for 5% down. Here's a bad one. How about medium renter household? People that want to become homeowners. And let's just take San Francisco, for example. It would take this based on medium renter household, medium income, and the rent and the medium rent. It would take 32 years to save a 20% down payment, 16 years with 10% down, and 8 years for 5% down. Birmingham, Alabama, it's 20 years for 20%, 10 years for 10%, and 5 years for 5% down. Guys, those are numbers that are unbelievable. Can you imagine what this would do to the housing recovery? Just think about it. This is not going to work. Last week, Ben Bernanke, the chairman of the Federal Reserve Board, came out and said the reason for the housing woes today was because of the tightened underwriting. Did you hear that? The tightened underwriting? My God, just the very agency that is going to be helping write the rules for QRM and QM. Guys, listen to what you're saying here. Listen to what Ben Bernanke just said. Tightened underwriting is the purpose of the housing woes. What do you think this is going to do? Guys, it doesn't take rocket science, but guys, this is simply overreacting. I think that what the president of the NBA, Dave Stevens, quoted is absolutely right. This is overreaching, overreacting. Guys, we cannot let this pendulum keep swinging like this. We're never going to have a recovery. And think about this. There's some interesting stats that came out by NAR. 83% of every first-time home buyer put less than 20% down. 83%. 74% of every home that is purchased, taking out the cash, is less than 20% down. So guys, I think this is a very serious issue, and here's the problem we're going to have. Because this is part of Dodd-Frank, picture an operating table. You know, when you put someone down on the operating table and you cut them open, you're going to start exploring. That's why you're getting some pushback from some members of Congress and some members of the Senate because they don't want to open up Dodd-Frank again. It's 2,300 pages. We've got to start surgery. We've got to kill this cancer. We've got to open them up and start doing some exploratory surgery here and start dissecting this and fix this problem. But that's the resistance you're going to get because they feel that once you open that up and start bringing out all these amendments and so forth to Dodd-Frank, what else is going to follow? So hopefully we can get all this done. But guys, please take the time, meet with your lawmakers in district, let them know how serious this is. I've included before and I'll include again the Mortgage Bankers Association data they provided. Get familiar with it, share it with your lawmakers, and let's fight this because we don't want this to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And as always, thanks for everyone's support, and we will keep you all updated as things progress. And to all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to my father. And I wish you all a very great day. Thank you.